I'm gonna tell you how you can also become psychic. Believe me, it's not something woo-woo, it's not something crazy. We all have those abilities. But I think most of us are missing this one important point. I'm giving this for absolutely free. Everyone should deserve to know this. Here's how I became a psychic at the age of 26. I will tell you 3 steps that are the most important. It's not something that is unreachable or even a biggest BS that it's a gift that you cannot access, because I thought that too. But here I am explaining this to you. So maybe a little bit of background and how I actually ended up in here where I currently am. So I'm a psychic medium. I actually discovered my abilities. I would say those are abilities we all have, not gifts. And I discovered them at the beginning of this year. Currently we've got June. It's been like 6 months. It's changed my life that in a way that I probably cannot imagine. At first, it was only the psychic abilities that woke up for me, I started developing them, and after that, it was an immediate connection to the spirit realms as well, to the spirit world. The loved ones started communicating with me, almost like I think it was a month after I actually started doing readings for people, which I'll come to. What I really wanted to say in here is that this is really the most life-changing thing that will ever happen to you if you decide to follow that path, because it can heal so many people. It can bring love to so many people's hearts. It brings them closer to their soul. And I think that's the most important thing for me and why I'm on this mission, really. Everything I really try to do in this life, I try to do it with my heart. And if it makes another person feel better, it means it puts them closer to their soul. And I don't do anything if it doesn't come from love. That's all I can say. So, yeah, I mean, I've always been some sort of a spiritual person. I mean, I was raised Catholic, and then I discovered spirituality probably when everyone discovered it as well. But during this one specific illness time, right? How people really call it is like waking up to a different reality, right? Yeah, and I discovered there is definitely something more to life than what we've been told. And I've always wanted to have those psychic abilities. This is always what I've dreamed of, really. Every time I saw like a medium or a psychic that was talking about their gifts, I was like, oh my God, like I really want to have those. And I was meditating, doing different things, trying to open my third eye, I was working on my chakra system, but nothing was really working. And last year I gotten into a lot of health problems. I started having a lot of stomach issues. I started feeling very sick. And yeah, I mean, I've been going from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor. I mean, I can tell you that story really on a different video because that's not where we are going. What I'm trying to say here, obviously, if my stomach was hurting, then I had to change something within my diet. And don't get me wrong, like, my diet was not bad. I thought I'm eating healthy, right? But, you know, from time to time, I was enjoying some drinks, I mean, a little bit of alcohol from now and then. I was eating a lot of bread. I was eating pastas, proteins and things. I mean, generally like a healthy diet. But when I had to heal my gut, I had to stick to a very specific diet, which was very, very cleansing, you know, it's like an anti-inflammatory diet, but also very cleansing. You can't have any sugar, you can't have any alcohol. You can only eat like really full of nutritional foods, like only whole foods, really. I mean, carbs, yes, still, but not as much. And to cut the long story short, this was the gateway to accessing my psychic abilities, because not only did I do a full cleanse of my body, I also began to meditate in a completely different way than I used to do before. Before, I used to meditate using guided meditations, but I've heard from one girl on YouTube as well that if you listen to theta brainwave frequencies for 40 to 50 minutes and focus on your third eye chakra, at a certain point you will start seeing things. I can actually give you the meditation that I have been using. Always did a 10-minute Wim Hof breathing technique to put myself in a higher frequency state. So 10 minutes of Wim Hof breathing technique followed by 30 to 40 minutes theta brainwaves frequencies meditation. I always put my headphones on. I've blocked my eyes so I can only see black. And you know, it's not like I started seeing things because I didn't. I mean, there were some, like, you know, a little bit of movement, like geometrical patterns and things like that, but you know, nothing really crazy to what I was expecting. But here's what I'm gonna tell you, and it will be the third step, and I think it might surprise you as well. And I think it's a thing that really not a lot of people talk about. I swear to God, if people said those things out loud and so often on social media, then I think so many more people would actually start using those abilities. So what I did following those two things that I've mentioned to you before, I also decided, okay, you know, there needs to be something for me to try it out, right? So I signed up to a course, which I discovered only, you know, that's how universe works. It just put things in front of you sometimes to put you on your path. So on my feed, I actually saw an advert from School of Psychic Studies of London. Yeah, they advertised the course for developing your intuitive mind. So I did this. We did a little bit of group work or pair work, and this is where things clicked for me, because I was doing readings for people and they were like, "Nah, you're literally describing my life," or "Not, this is exactly what has happened." And it's not like it happened once or twice, it was person after person. So I decided to take a bigger leap. There was one video on TikTok that went viral, and I remember commenting on this TikTok that I can do psychic readings for free, just to practice. The amount of people that reached out to me was enormous, and the more I started obviously doing those readings for other people, there started to be more and more accurate. It's not like they weren't at the time I started them, but it really was like, for me, it was like, whoa. But here's what I'm gonna tell you, which might surprise you, because it's not like I'm seeing something in front of me, or like I was seeing things that I don't. It's like I'm looking at you at the camera right now, yeah? And suddenly, as if you could disappear and then another movie was playing. It's not like that. You know what's happening when you're doing psychic readings for other people? Usually you have it in your mind. And this is the exact reason why people never trust what their intuition and their inner guidance is telling me, because they think it's their mind. It's not. It's not. Because please explain to me, how could I have connected to past loved ones of other people? How could I describe other people's situations without even seeing them? I was mostly doing them via calls, exactly telling what's gonna happen and how's their life playing out at the moment. There's no way I could make this up, right? And that was the most groundbreaking thing for me, because when I actually came to the realization that it's not something that's going to be outside of you again, because that's what we keep being told, that everything outside of us is actually the approval, right? If it doesn't happen outside of us so we can like witness it physically, then you don't believe it. But you have so much power in you. You can literally connect to the spirit world by using your mind, by feeling things. It's never like a full movie playing out and you don't see anything apart from that. No, it's super subtle. It's like a dream. It's a thought that will come into your head. It's a feeling that you will feel. That's why the meditation is so important, because you're learning to be in tune with your body, and then by also clearing your body, you're eliminating all those toxins, so you become a clear channel, you know. I mean, I see this as the biggest gateway, right? The moment you believe that those things are possible and that it's not outside of you, you will see that you also have those abilities. We all have those abilities. It's not like I'm a miracle maker. It's not like I am chosen or I have gifts. You have the same power as I do. You are the same soul. We come from the same source. So why would I have those abilities but you wouldn't? Explain. That wouldn't be the case, right? I'm happy to do much more videos about this topic that will help you. You just need to let me know on what you would like to hear from me. And yeah, if you can follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, obviously that's where I usually post, and I post about psychic abilities, about connecting to your soul, about being closer to your heart, because I feel like this is really my mission, you know, in life, to really bring that love back to you, um, so you can connect back to your soul and believe in yourself, because you're the creator of your reality. That's one. And you're a beautiful soul. That's two. And three, you can also have psychic abilities because you are great and you are eternal, and you can do things that you cannot even imagine you can do. So that's all for today, my love. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.